Hi, this is Julie Duffy from storyaday.org. I just wanted to take a moment to share this fantastic opportunity with you that's come up. You've heard me talk about DIYMFA before because what they do over there complements so beautifully what we're doing here. We're all about creativity and getting those creative juices flowing and proving that we can write stories every day. Over at DIYMFA, Gabriella and her team are concentrating on taking your writing to the next level, really digging into craft, into reading, all that good stuff. Gabriella has put together a new speaker series. It's a writing conference meets an online course. It's called LitLoft, and it is going to be fantastic. Now, I say this in all modesty, given that I'm one of the speakers, but I was thrilled when she asked me to speak at the conference, and then I looked at the lineup of other speakers that she's got coming on after me, and my head nearly exploded. She's got the Chuck Wendig, who, if you don't know, is a writer who's burst onto the scene in the last couple of years. He is passionate, he's productive, he's profane, and he's going to be talking about character development, which should be really interesting. And if you haven't checked out his blog, wendig.com, it's not safe for work, but it's just fabulous. Dan Blank, the next speaker, is a man who helps writers take their writing and turn it into a career, and he's got a fantastic blog as well, which you probably should be reading if you're not already. He's going to be talking about the writing life. Lisa Cron has a book called Wired for Story, which I keep going back to again and again because she's taken the latest in brain research and she applies it to the psychology of writing and reading and character development, and it's really great, and you should have a look at that. Also on there, we've got agents. We've got Jane Friedman, who's a powerhouse in publishing. We've got Kristin Lamb, who also has a fabulous blog. Porter Anderson has his finger on the pulse of the publishing industry. He goes to conferences and he live blogs them. So if you can't be there, you can still follow along. We've got Mark McGuinness, who's going to be turning up as a recorded interview because he's in a different time zone and it's difficult to get things together. But he has a series of books and courses for creative people. I believe he's a poet himself, and productivity for writers he's going to be talking about. And I've read some of his work, and I've kept one of his, some of his workbooks at hand, and he is going to be a very great guest. And then Elizabeth Craig, who, again, if you don't know her, you probably aren't online. She writes, not only does she write mysteries, but she writes for authors, and she's been all over the web the last few years as well, compiling resources for writers, sharing great content, and that's going to be a really interesting session as well. She's going to talk about the pitfalls and glories of writing a series. So all of this is happening. It's starting later this month. It's going on until the end of October, and you're going to get online access. You're going to get recordings, live sessions. All of the speakers will be giving free freebies, worksheets. You get to talk directly to them at each of the sessions. This is going to be really good, and I'm very excited. I was going to just turn up as a speaker, but I'm going to be there as a participant as well because the lineup is just too irresistible. So LitLoft, it's for you if you are committed to putting in the time both to absorb the program materials and keep writing. It's for you if you're ready for more advice on the craft of writing, because you are. Clearly you're serious about it. You're already showing up here, and you're already down with the showing up at the page part, because I know you're listening to Story a Day. And it is for you if you are ready to get serious about your writing, not solemn, just serious. As Gabriella points out, a serious writer is not one who's published, it's not one who has plaudits, it's not one who everybody knows. A serious writer is a writer who does the work. If you're a serious writer, I highly recommend you take a look at LitLoft. Come along for the ride, it's going to be great. There's a link below where you can sign up, but you can get more information if you need it at the DIYMFA.com site. And that's it for me for today. Speak to you soon.